trust yourself and you will know, my dear. Oh, I know that it's not easy, nothing is. Saying, hey, it's okay. Tomorrow's gonna be a new day. It's okay. So live your life.
Welcome back guys to the PvP build for the news update 45 on my Stamdk with an ulti regen base setup this time with Tama's favor as main set. When you dodge an attack, you receive 12 ulti points over 3 seconds with a 3 seconds cooldown. So it's technically possible to get 4 ulti points every second. That's huge, but unrealistic though obviously. Do not roll dodge every 3 seconds. Still worth the use if you like this kind of roll dodge playstyle. Alternative Drake's Rush or Bazaar Blood Warrior are good options. Both provide majorism and are more made for a face tank kind of playstyle. On backbar, daedric trickery for a ton of major buffs including majorism for more ulti regen. Rallying Cry could be even better with the extra weapon damage and crit resistance, since it allows us to use a ton of well-fitted pieces without losing tankiness, but obviously with less ulti regen. As Monster Bloodspawn, what else, right? Even without a ulti based setup, it is the most common and best monster set to choose on a DK, and on front bar something different. The Asylum 2H weapon will give us a huge ulti bonus with the Executioner or Reverse Slice Execute. It starts with 1 ulti point per hit at 50%. I recommend using it at around 30% for around 6 ulti points per hit. As lower the HP as more ulti points you get. But why is ulti recovery so strong on DKs? Well, it's because of this juicy DK passive called Battle Roar. When you cast an ultimate, you gain Magicka stamina and HP back for each ulti point spent. So it is mandatory for every DK build to have at least some extra ulti recovery sets. That's why for example Bloodspawn is essential. Armor types: 1 heavy chest and reinforced for the extra armor, 1 light sash and 5 medium, all well fitted except of the chest. But like this we are missing on a ton of crit resistance, right? That's why I'm using the blue CP resilience for 660 crit resistance. It's like having 5 imp pieces on your body, with Rallying Cry obviously not needed in this case. Keep a damage CP like Daddy Aim. Jewelry fully fused with 2 weapon damage and 1 stamina recovery. Front bar a battle axe, the worst choice here. Better is a maul or greatsword, but I do not have it in this case. Sharpened with the flame damage enchant, and back bar stuff in defending with the escapist poison. Skills: front bar, Executioner, necessary with the Asylum 2H weapon. Only works if your opponent has at least 50% HP, recommended at around 30% HP, not really worth before. Alternative, the AoE morph Reverse Slice is a good option in group play. Next, Rally, our burst here, provides major brutality, 20% weapon damage and minor endurance. We underestimated 15% stamina recovery. Overall, a strong skill. Molten Whip, the hybrid spammer for the extra whip damage plus weapon damage. Shattering Rocks, in my opinion, by far the strongest CC in PvP. Unblockable, undodgeable, and even heals quite a lot. On top it procs 2 DK passives. First one, Mountain's Blessing, provides minor brutality, plus 10% weapon damage for 20 seconds, and even 3 ultimate. Second one, Helping Hands, for over 1.1k stamina regain just for free. Flames of Oblivion, a really powerful direct damage based damage over time ability, which also delivers major savagery, 12% crit rate just slotted. Ferocious Leap for the extra shield, optional. The other morph Take Flight works too, but kinda dangerous to use as 1vx player to be honest, since the shield is missing and the leap animation takes quite a while, so you're quite open for counter attacks. Backbar instead of Edisas, I've decided to use Noxious Breath as extra dot, simply because we are missing on Venomous Claw, no bar space with Executioner. Like this we still got a decent dot pressure without losing major breaches 6k penetration. Race Against Time, must have for basically every open world setup except on Wardens. A snare removal with minor force plus 10% crit damage and Major Expedition plus 30% movement speed. I know it's annoying to grind Psychic over and over again, but worth it, trust me, this one is a must have. Vigor Seraphy, probably the strongest healing over time, also provides minor reserve 3k armor, volatile armor as an extra dot, and for the major reserve 6k armor. With the DK passive Burning Heart, we even receive 12% extra healing. Hardened Armor, the defensive morph, delivers an extra shield instead. If you struggle with survivability, go for this one. Healing Contingency as burst heal, skill. Then with the signature script, Gladiator's Tenacity for 8% reduced damage taken, and the FX script, Minor Protection for 20 seconds, reduced damage taken by 5%. Very strong. For non-scribing users, go with Calculating Blood, stronger burst heal, but without the damage mitigation. Third option would be even Green Dragon Blood, the other morph, a small healing over time, but mainly used as healing boost with minor vitality plus 6% healing received, which also affects damage shields, so a good combo with hardened armor. Last but not least, Corrosive Armor, you know it, a juicy ultimate, provides max penetration on direct damage skills and almost immortality, but keep in mind, you can't regain ulti points during Corrosive, still way too strong to skip this one for other ultimates. Technically, if you prefer Sword and Board Backbar instead of Nice Stuff, the ultimate Spell Wall is a good option, especially in open feed scenarios against projectile spammers. There's one skill I didn't talk about yet, it's the vampire one called Accelerating Drain. A chant ability which delivers 5 ulti points every second for 3 seconds, huge amount, but for me as 1vx player not viable, maybe worth a group play if you want to push your ulti region even higher. Race Not, the best choice in my opinion, delivers extra ulti regen, HP, stamina and armor for extra tankiness. Second best choice would be Imperial for the cost reduction, Dunmore for extra weapon damage, and Magicka is another good race to choose. Mundus the Ultrasonic, needed for Magicka recovery. Keep in mind we have a ton of Magicka abilities to sustain. Vampire stage 3 for the Undeath passive, up to 50% damage mitigation in cost of sustain and more flame damage taken, so watch out against flame damage based abilities. Buffwood, also a smoke bench, delivers extra stamina and Magicka recovery plus the HP. The cheaper version, Jewels of Misrule, is basically the same with slightly less stats. Attribute points 6 into Magicka, like this. I'm at around 16k on front bar and 17k thanks to trickery on back bar, 19 points into health. Make sure to be at around 31k HP. If you need more, go for it. And the rest into stamina, 22k stam is the goal here. As potion, the strongest ones are definitely the minor heroism pots with Magicka, stamina, and the minor heroism will boost our ulti regen by a lot, but super expensive though. If you can't afford them, simply use tricep pots. And detection potion with CC immunity, stealth detection, and Magicka, really effective against gankers. Blue CPs, Warful Strikes, which empowers every ability, not like Deadly Aim or Mastered Arms in this case. Resilience, like I said before, for the extra crit resistance, to the 3 buff and Ironclad for more damage mitigation. Red CP sustained by suffering, Pain's Refuge, Celerity and Survival Instincts, which you can replace for Slippery if you have trouble to CC break properly. Combination. First of all, pre-buff yourself Rally, Volatile Armor, Vigor, Race Against Time, Contingency and Flames of Oblivion. Start with Noxious Breath, Shatty Rocks, Whip, into Leap. If your opponent is around 30%, use Executioner. That's it with another PvP build. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, and I see you guys in the next one. Peace.